Hey adventurers, today we're going to be checking out the Peak Design Everyday Backpack version 2. For any of you guys who follow along with us regularly, you know that we rock this bag all the time. This is the version 1 of the Everyday Backpack. So today I'm going to be checking out version 2, see what they improve, see what I like and dislike about it, and I'm excited to start rocking this guy. Let's get into it. These are both the 20 liters. The 30 liter bags look a little bit too big on us, but we like this size. We actually use this day to day more than any other bag. Part of what I initially loved about it is the easy access to camera gear, being able to still carry enough of other stuff I need as well as laptop and everything, and it just looks good. It's nice and clean design. Now the first thing I noticed about version 2 is it looks a little bit wider up top, and I think that's because they're trying to give you more access, a wider access point for the top of the bag. That was the one thing that was a little annoying about version 1. The top was a little limited in size, trying to get in and out of it. You know, I usually carried stuff that were like jackets and small items, so it wasn't too big of a deal, but now I'm gonna have the option for more space. As you can see with this one, the opening opens much wider, easier to access, some of the pockets in there. There's a pocket right here that's held with a magnet. I rarely used it on the first one just because it wasn't easy to access, but on this one I'll probably use it more often. Jumping a little ahead of myself, let's continue on the outside. I love this new feature on the back. They added magnets to these straps so that they actually sit right flush against the backpack when you're not using it. That makes it nice and clean for storage, and it just doesn't get in the way when you don't have the backpack on your back. They also changed the design of this a little bit where there's these leather loops now. They used to have these fabric loops there for you to use. They use a similar design for the chest strap where you can just pull this out and strap it onto the other side when you need it, and when you don't need it, you can tuck it away and it sits on one side. They added this little loop, which is nice because sometimes it was hard to grab that. This is a simple design that they've kept from the first one to the second one, but the top rotates like this so it fits comfortably against your shoulders. It also still has a way to pass through your suitcase if you want to just throw your bag on top of your suitcase rather than carrying it. And under there, there's a smaller loop that you can pass through a waist belt. Now, I don't usually carry too much on the 20 liter to where it's too heavy, but if I had the 30 liter, I would probably want the option to have a waist belt just to offload some of that weight. I did take a look, and it looks like they're going to be coming out with a padded waist belt that you can add here, which is really nice. Continuing along on the exterior, this bottom stores away 2 straps that you can use to strap additional items onto the outside of your backpack if you need to. So all you have to do is latch these onto the corner here and you have a whole additional carrying area. They have a couple loops all over the backpack, down here, some even further in the back, so that you can adjust it how you want to use it. The bottom ones are if you want to latch something to the bottom of your backpack, yoga mat, tripod, etc., just like that. And like you just saw, these are looped on the inside, so you can completely remove them if you didn't want them at all. I like to keep them tucked away just in case I do need them. Both sides of the bag have expandable water bottle or tripod holder areas. Now, they did expand these a little bit more than what they used to be. I would say in the older model, it was a little tight. You'd have to kind of eventually loosen them up, or you'd have to like yank at it to fit anything bigger. I can show you, this is the new Peak Design tripod. Super easy just to throw in here, and it's about the size of a water bottle. There's also these straps on the side that tuck away that you can use to secure anything taller. Do that really quick and show you. So just like that, straps in. I can run along with this so that it's not dangling, and voila, that's nice. When I'm not using the straps, I can just tuck it away right in here. And it hides away nicely. This side has a similar strap, just like that, if I need it. And they also included this kind of like wrist strap for, looks like you could throw anything on here. You usually could throw a camera on their system right here. I wouldn't put a DSLR on this little guy, but you could definitely put a smaller point and shoot on this guy. There are handles on both sides here and a handle on the top. They're using a new fabric on these, and these are actually 100% recycled material and Blue Sign certified, except for the black one. Now, the one feature I love about this backpack over all the other camera backpacks right now is that you can access it from either side. And what I mean by that is most camera backpacks that have easy side access, you actually have to swing it to the left side, unzip it, and access your camera this way. For some reason, I feel like it's more natural for me to swing it to the right, and so I like having this option and being able to open it here. I don't know about you, I'd love to hear your opinion on this, but I'm able to do it on this side, or if I do get used to the other side, I can swing it over here too and access it this way. My preference is definitely this way though. So all I have to do is come over here, grab my camera, zip it up. Super convenient. And like I said, I love that you can access it on both sides of the bag. It gives you options for whatever you prefer. The latch design is similar to the first one. It's a magnet that also pulls up into these little rungs, but it's really nice because you can just drop it down and the magnet holds it in place. You can pull it to tighten it to each different rung, and if it is more full, you know, it'll sit up here. It's kind of hard to show when there's nothing in here. But it's a great design, it's easy to use. I'm always able to access it really easily. The other bag that we use regularly is roll top, and I find myself dreading having to go into the top. And that pretty much covers the outside of it. Let's start taking a look inside. I've been using a 13-inch laptop for a while now, and I didn't realize that the 20-liter bag of version 1 only fit 13-inch laptop. Supposedly this one fits up to 15-inch. Inside the laptop section, there is a small pocket here that I used to use all the time. Now, I don't know how clear you can see this, but the old design used to have one pocket at the top that was just a bucket. It still has that, but they added 2 little dividers here so that you could organize your items a little bit better. Behind that used to just be one large laptop section. Now this one, there is still a laptop section, but there is one little magnetic divider here so that you can put documents, and then the laptop section here. Documents, laptop, documents, laptop, documents, laptop. Now I mentioned that this one carries a 13 and 15 inch, and one cool thing is that they added a little adjustable divider so that if you have a 13 inch, it doesn't just fall to the bottom and you gotta fish it out every time. And the way that works is there's a Velcro section right here that you can pull back, and they actually have a marker for 13 inch or 15 inch that you can adjust. You put this back in, and it adds a little catch at the bottom. So the 13 sits right there as opposed to going all the way to the bottom, which means it ends right about here. I like that because then I don't have to worry about fishing it out, but also when I throw it in the bag, I know it kind of softly catches right here as opposed to hits the ground. In the top here, there is this little pocket that I mentioned earlier. I rarely used it on the first one. I kind of forgot it even existed, but now that this mouth opens wider, I'll probably use this more often to stow away things that I don't need access to as often. Now, as you can see, the inside comes with a bunch of different foldable dividers, and you can adjust those however you want, depending on the kind of gear you're carrying. I'm just gonna try to open all this up to show you guys the interior. This is my typical setup. I have space so that I can put one camera in here, like that. I have space on the other side for an additional lens when I need it. And then the top section is for additional items that I need, whether it's snacks or jacket or whatever else. But I want to take out this little origami Velcro thing. They've improved it for sure. And all you do is you Velcro it to where you need it, and then you can actually fold up each different section based on what you want. So is it like that? Or is it like that? And they're actually double layered so that you can actually have different shelf sizes as well. There are 3 shelves in there that you can move around as you need or take them out if you don't want them. Lastly, they've improved kind of the pockets on the side as well. These we used a lot, especially for our camera gear, extra batteries or memory cards or anything we needed access to. Both sides have a zippered section with 2 small pockets inside. These small pockets I usually used for memory cards. And on each side there's a magnetic larger pocket that's just kind of like a bucket, but it still stays secure because of the magnet. Same with this one, there's a zippered pocket with small organizers at the top and a larger magnetic pocket right here. Now for those of you guys concerned about security, they put these external loops not just so that you can put these straps on them, but you can also secure these zippers. You can just undo that, run them through there, and reattach it. And that way, anybody who's trying to access your bag can't open it very much because it's already attached here. So that's it. This is the second version of the bag. I love the improvements that they made. I'm definitely going to be transferring everything that I usually carry in this one into this one. Is it worth updating if you already have this bag? There's some nice new touches to it. I don't know that it's like game changing, but I do like the look of the new bag, and it's a nice excuse if you are looking for a new bag. Now, if you don't have the bag at all, absolutely pick it up. I love this bag. And this first one I use so much, and there's actually very minimal wear and tear on it. There's a little bit of fraying on the fabric down here, and that's where it rubs against my back. Other than that, it looks pretty much like it did when I got it. Now, one cool thing is they actually made a couple different versions of this bag. There's one that doesn't have this opening up top and that is only zip access. And there's a tote type version of this bag, which we will be doing a review on as well. They do have a blue version of this bag now, which is really nice. They did discontinue this brown one, which I'm a little bummed about, but the blue one does look pretty nice. If you're interested in checking out the bag, be sure to click in the link below. We also have a blog post of our favorite travel bags and favorite camera bags if you want to check that out. Special thanks to Peak Design for sending this to us so that we could do a review on it, and I'm going to be rocking it for sure. If you guys have any other questions about the bag, leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you soon.